Haunted Hill, a Georgian mansion house built in the late 1700s and set in some of the most beautiful countryside surroundings. Left abandoned for around 13 years, nature has started taking it back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned to Haunted Hill.
How are we doing, folks? Look where we are there now. Never thought I'd come back here. Absolutely over the moon to be back here, I really am. This is Haunted Hill. Now, if you haven't seen my first video of this one, I suggest you check it out. But myself and Steve are going to investigate this place tonight, and we were here earlier on this afternoon with Martin, who is a good friend of ours. So thanks very much for showing us up here again, Martin. But Steve, what do you reckon?
Shitting pants are definitely on. Glad to be invited along on this one. So let's see what the evening brings us.
It's definitely a step up, that's for sure. For me, when I came here the first time, was a very foreboding night. Martin did his best to actually wind me up, and it did work. But and he's tried with Steve as well this afternoon. I don't think it worked pretty well. So better luck next time, mate.
I wasn't buying any of it, Martin.
So anyway, we're gonna have a good look around this place. As I say, we've already been here this afternoon. We had a couple of odd things happened this afternoon. The cameras weren't rolling, so again, it's, you know, you can say what you like about it. To be in this place of historic significance is brilliant. I mean, I don't really care if anything really happens here tonight. Just to be in this house is just a pleasure enough for me. And if I was a millionaire, I would be buying it. That's for sure.
It needs saving.
It really needs saving. It really does need saving. Anyway, that's enough of my building talk, and I shall try not to talk too much building stuff tonight. We'll see you in there, folks, in a bit. Bye-bye. So folks, here we are in the cellar. I mean, I always say this about this cellar. It really does remind me of something out of Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Now I'm going to go and see. Earlier this afternoon, the bats were here. In this one this time. So I'm going to call in here first, see if my old mates the bats are here, and they are. We've got two of them, absolutely fantastic. They're still wrapped up tight. Oops, plastic bottle. They're like little miniature cocoons. We'll probably see them later on. And here's the other one, so
That to me is just superb. I love to see that. Look at his little feet clinging to the brickwork. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, here we are.
Oh, where did he come from? We didn't see him.
There's another one attached to the wall. Oh, you don't like that. I'll leave it alone. That is a treat and a half. I absolutely love things like that. I know I used to bring like a lot of wildlife to my videos, because I personally think it's not just about the ghost hunting, the paranormal investigation. It's a lot to do with the environment you're in as well. So if you can get a chance to actually do and look around the environment, for me anyway, that's a good thing. Always respect the environment you're actually in. Not that that's wise words, of course, but it could well be. Yeah, so as with a lot of old properties at the time, back in the day, they would have actually been used during the wars as probably part-time hospitals. Now, I know that is not really, I'm not saying anybody died here. I don't know if anybody did die here. I mean, the story of this place is that it's actually meant to be the story of the woman in black. This is the house where it originally came from. The woman in black is meant to have been seen on the staircase back in the 70s and earlier as well. Look at that. That magic. Pretty scary. Oh. You've got a nice little piano here. Keys are all seized up. I mean, you can see the damp on that piano, the fungal growth, mildew. But it is, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. Was that you?
Yeah. If I hear that tonight,
Steve got a tune up. You got a tune up the piano. Yeah, apparently 2010 or thereabouts is when the builders actually came here to start doing things with this place. And for whatever reason, probably down to money, things just ground to a halt. Builders left, and the place was left abandoned ever since. But that, obviously, that would have been the original front door. You can't come through there. But if you can imagine, cast your mind back, use your imagination. You come through this door, you're into this large reception room. There's a big fireplace just behind all of this. I know it's all surrounded by aluminium scaffolding and such like, tower scaffolding. But then you've got this wonderful archway above you, and that would have been all white plastered paintwork, probably gilded as well. I'm pretty sure I've seen evidence on the internet of how this was before it got pulled apart. Some of it was anyway. You met with this beautiful staircase going 3 floors up. I love that chair over there. Let's go and have a look at that chair, folks. Should try not to upset Steve's gadgets. Oh, sorry, yeah, that was me. Well, that just proves it works. I've just walked past it. This house, honestly, it really does. It does creep you out.
I mean, look at the growth, the vegetation growth there. That's fantastic. It just proves how wet, and obviously you get the sunlight come through the window, or just makes it like a bit of a greenhouse. Look, there's ferns growing there. Amazing. Miniature Jurassic.
As we waited for the evening to draw in on the eerily beautiful haunted hill, the wind's howl through the broken windows started to calm, and I sat in my favourite armchair and listened to the old house whilst gazing at a mesmerising view.
You would think you were looking at a large collection of breadboards here, but you're not. I know it's the wind. That was pretty much on cue, but it still creeps you out. So you've got a load of smashed glass here. If it was night time and I'm doing nighttime shots, you would never see this landscape. That is what I like. You might think, well, that's not paranormal. And it's not, but it's part of this location. And that is what I like. And hopefully, that's what you guys like. I am calling out, once again, to the energies of this house. We mean you no harm. What I'd like you to do is come through this door, either this one or this one. Come into this room. Steve and I welcome you into this room. Oh no, it's still light. That doesn't matter. It's getting on a bit, but it's been such a bright day today that it's going to take probably about another hour or so before that gets totally dark. So, but that doesn't matter. Come to us, dear spirits of Haunted Hill. We will chat. Like good human beings. There's a device here on the floor. Again, all you need to do is go towards it, and if you walk through across it, you can see that's got quite a decent range on that. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches away from the aerial, and that's setting it off. It's on a nice solid ground. If I stamp on there, it doesn't go off. So come on, spirits. Don't get frightened, folks. That is just Steve.
Come the wrong way.
He's trapped. Look at him squeezing through there.
What ghost? Come through the wall.
God, you hear some things sometimes. I actually thought I heard something coming up the bloody stairs there.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm just going to kick my cat ball. Shut up. I hate to say it, folks, but the goosebumps are definitely here. Whoa, the draft coming up this. Whoa, that's the bat. Yeah, bat, 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 bat. I mean, can you even imagine some kind of dark, foreboding figure walking up them stairs now? My goodness me. I actually don't know what I'd do. Probably freeze. I mean, I've got the light on pretty much full there, to be fair, but I turn it down, turn it off, then you'll see how dark it is inside of here. And it's still light outside, but this is how dark it is in here. Now, I'm glad I've actually gone and done this, because that shows you what we can see without lights. Oh shit. Yes, that was me. Well, at least it works. That's what you get for walking around in the dark. Right, I tell you what we're going to do, folks. We are going to go down to the second level. We've been up here for like a good hour, and there's nothing really been happening at all. Well, nothing has happened at all, apart from me kicking over the REM board and kicking a few cat balls around and getting a bit freaked out by some windy plastic. So we're going to go down to the next level where Steve's got his camera set up and see if we can get anything to come around us then. Anyway. What you have in front of you here is a spirit box of a slightly different design. So you've got your SP7 there. It's plugged into this amplifier with some noise gates attached to the honeytone amplifier. Idea being is that you can use the spirit box and only hear the words that comes out instead of the interference. Now, this was made for me by Craig Maloney of Electro Paranormal. I'll link his details down in the details in the YouTube video. I'm still getting used to this. This is only the second time I've used it out in the field, if you want to call it that. So I need to probably spend a bit more time on it at home, trying to work out exactly the settings of it. But as this is an experiment, we shall try it out, and I shall turn it up, and then hopefully we can maybe get some names coming through or something like that. We can always give it a try. Calling out to the spirits of this fantastic home. Do you have any names for us at all, please? You may be able to communicate with us through this device on the floor. As always, folks, when I take this footage home, I'll review it with the headphones and see if we can make any kind of sense of what it might be saying. But if we get any clear words through there, then that's it. So tell me, spirits, do you like people coming here? You can give me a yes or a no answer. Last time I was here, in this room, I heard, and so did Martin, and a lady with an agreeing tone of voice after I'd explained something. If that lady is here, If that lady is here, could she come and say something to us, please? My name is Mark.
I'm Steve.
This is Steve. And we come here with the utmost of respect for this building and its residents. Could you say any of our names, please? I do not like some of the sounds that come out of this thing. It's creepy as. I'll leave that running in the background for a bit. I'm not going to have it on too long because, again, it's an experiment, a new experiment for me, and I'm not entirely confident using it. So we might even feature the Necrophonic app on this here investigation. I know there's a few fans of the Necrophonic app. I've never really used it before. Between me and Steve, we've only ever used it once, and that was at the ill-fated deleting of Hauntedhouse when me and Steve went there last year. For which I'd like now to apologise to Steve profusely again. What a Munson. A real Munson.
These things happen from time to time.
Yeah, they definitely do. Steve sneezing. I think I actually tripped over that last time. Steve's also got here, he's got a laser trip sensor set up. So you've got two pods there and there. If anyone or anything should maybe cross those beams, then it should go off. It's a slight beep. Do the beam a bit louder, I think.
You can't come forward, there's no need to be afraid. We're just two ordinary guys trying to prove to a disbelieving world that spirits exist.
Burnt. And look at that down there, guys. The light has really come down now. We're pretty much in darkness. There's a chink of light above the hills that the camera probably doesn't do it justice, to be fair. It makes it look lighter than what it is. If the lady of the house is here, would you like to come forward and speak to us, please?
Is that you?
Is this you, lady? Could you roll that ball towards us, please? or even roll it away. That's just non-stop. Move it slightly, Steve. Now, just to obviously level the playing field, if you could move that again, or touch it, set it off, whatever you need to do to make that light up. Light up one of the other ones in the room. We've got 5 balls here. Burnt again. I don't know why it's saying burnt. I know we're near a fireplace, but you know. I think in this, I am going back in time here, and I think in this building's history, not this building that's actually sitting here now, but the building that was here before it may have actually burnt to the ground.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm going to check that up when I get back. I've got a book of the history on this place, and I think the building that was before this Georgian building may have actually burnt to the ground. Whether that has any relevance in what this thing's actually spitting out, I'm not too sure. But, you know, I can only go with what's being put in front of us.
If anybody watching this has an Olight brand torch, then you will know how hot they can get if left on. The next piece of footage still baffles me. I do not know what to make of it. Please let me know in the comments.
Burnt. It's the 3rd time it said burnt. 4th time it said burnt. Burnt, maybe. Burnt. Whoa. Steady on with the burnt. Flaming heck. Right, who's been burnt? Tell me. What the f***? I tell you what, I am joking. That is the weirdest thing ever. Right. Let me just explain what's happening there. That thing's saying burnt, 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 and maybe. And I'm no word of a lie. My torch was in my pocket. I didn't realise it was on, and it was getting flaming hot, and it has just burnt my leg. I could feel a burning sensation on my leg, and it was because this torch was on. It's still saying burnt. It's going mental on the burnt. I don't know.
Make of it as you wish.
Well, exactly, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. Buried, not buried, as in killed to death with berries. I'm not joking, folks. This place is so quiet tonight. You can hear a moth fart at 100 paces. I know that might be a bit jovial, but it's true. I have now I know I've been here a few times, but I have never witnessed it this quiet before in here. It's crazy. I'm just half expecting something to happen. The app is probably the most busiest and loudest thing in here. I can hear birds in the distance. Thankfully not barn owls. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. Dear spirits, and now sitting on this landing, this very beautiful landing. Would you like to walk down these stairs, please? Walk down these stairs towards me, so that I know there is someone else here apart from Steve and myself. Even if you are not visible, if you can make a footstep sound, that would be brilliant. And that is Steve just round the corner, just in case you hear that, folks. This staircase, obviously back in its heyday, would have been a very active place for, people going up and down it, servants going up and down it. God, I hope that doesn't fall off, Steve. That's a new phone. Although I would actually, I would be over the moon if something pushed it off now. Could you throw something down the stairs, please? I've heard that you can actually throw things down the stairs. Now, if you can throw... That's it? I didn't hear what that said there.
Nervous.
If you could throw something down the stairs and make it bounce off the wall. Come on, don't be scared. Believe it or not, we're probably just as scared as what you are. Brother. Did I say Martha? I don't know any names connected to this place, to be fair.
This next clip shocked me when I was editing the video. Steve was not in the room at the time, but a voice is clearly being picked up on the camera's mic. Was this me? I honestly do not know. Let me know what you think in the comments, please.
One of the bats is still there.
Yeah. Snoozing time still? Surely not. He's still there. Obviously he can't be asked today. He's still there. He's still there. Well, my good friends at home in TV land, we've now come to our final destination in this magnificent place. We're going down to the cellar for the last hour. Now, the cellar is only small. Her. Did you say her? Yes, that just said her. Well, if her is here, that's who we've actually come to see. So if her would like to walk through this door.
Interesting.
I wasn't going to say set one of them cat balls off, but I was just going to say walk through this door.
I didn't have to get it.
If her is here, could you never mind, make one of them move, please. Make one of the other ones flash. In fact, make all four flash at the same time. If you're that clever.
I was going to step in then and...
Swap that out, Steve. Swap it for one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Put one of the other ones where that place is. Right. Balls reset. Let's see if you can do that again. Don't be afraid.
Can you please tell us who might be? Because we'd really, really like to know who we might be talking to or who we might be dealing with. You can touch one of the devices on the floor. You can talk into the camera. Mark has in his hand. It would be really great if we could capture your voice. If you're trying really hard to talk to us.
Annoying. What is that?
Do you find us annoying?
Did you say annoyed or?
Annoying.
I'm sure.
If you find us annoying, I do apologise, but we don't mean to be annoying, but we are just here to try and find out what kind of energies or spirits reside here.
The camera is right there, right on the steps. Come and walk down the steps. Come and join us in the cellar. I'm afraid we haven't got any wine in this cellar, but you can still come down and join us. We have an annoying wine. Annoying.
Yes.
At least it's not saying battle here. Like they normally do.
Oh, that breeze. You get that?
Yeah.
Come on, spirits. I have a feeling that that you know that we're here.
Are you shy? Maybe you just don't like us. You know, the creak in the wood where it's settling and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's not even that.
Would the house prepare to? Would the house be able to relax? If the house is the entity, would the house be prepared to relax? Send out some creaks? This is mental. I can actually hear my ears. You know, that kind of like, the blood rush in your ears. I can hear that over anything else.
Yeah. You'd expect a little noise, as and you can say, that's so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's something else. But to get,
I'd like to be able to get something. I'd like to be able to get something to just debunk something.
yeah.
This is what it's like. I mean, if you want an honest paranormal investigation where we have actually not even had to debunk anything because literally nothing has happened all the way through this evening. The house can't even make a noise for us to debunk, apart from when the plastic was rattling at the top of the stairs. That's about as much activity that's happened tonight, which is a terrible shame because this place is well known for certain activities. I just heard noise.
I heard noise as well.
Where would that come from? Upstairs?
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
got one more.
I mean, it sounded to me like a scratching noise. Scratching and scraping. Is anyone here? Would that thing that made a noise would like to do it again, please? Come on, spirits, I've heard some fantastic stories of what you've done in here. Can you throw something from that top banister? Throw it over the handrail. Throw anything over that handrail. We are listening, so you can come forward and say something. Do something, make a noise, tap, say hello. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a night here. It's getting on now. We're going to get back to our hotel. But what we are going to do, and I'm going to film this tomorrow, we are going to come back here tomorrow morning. I've left my trip camera upstairs, looking up the stairs, or looking around that stairwell area. I'm going to come back and get it. And we're going to have a couple of hours here before we hit the road to go back home. I would very much like to prove you can get activity during the day. So until then, we'll see you tomorrow.